Most guys think it takes years before they can truly change their lives. But that's only if you focus on the wrong things. Today I'll be sharing with you the steps that I use that can change your life before the end of the year. Let's get straight into it. Setting stretch goals. Most people set goals that they know they can achieve. But when they do this, they're not realizing that they're not tapping into their true potential. Most of you can accomplish a lot more than you think. And that's exactly why you should set unrealistic goals. Because you might think that they're unrealistic now, but you can truly achieve a lot if you put your mind to it. So set a very ambitious goal that you think the current version of you won't be able to achieve. Because I think the beauty of setting very ambitious goals is not finally achieving that goal, although that does happen a lot of the time, but it's more who you become in pursuit of that goal. And I truly think that's why goal setting is such a powerful tool. It's not necessarily the goal itself, but it's more the process of achieving it or just chasing that goal. Because if you set super ambitious goals, you force yourself to grow because the current version of you won't be able to achieve it. So in pursuit of these super ambitious goals, you transform, you level up, you sharpen your focus, and all of these things will change your life. But most people are too scared to set these ambitious goals. But I don't want you to be scared of these goals. I want you to think of it as, this is where I'm heading towards. This is where I want to go. If I get there, great. If I get even close to that, I'll still be happy. Because most people only achieve a fraction of what they could because they're not ambitious enough. They're not thinking big enough. But I'm telling you now, if you truly want to change your life, start with having stretch goals. Goals that will force you to level up. And now that you have these goals, you have a direction. You know where you want to go. And now you need to audit your life. So now that you have these super ambitious goals, you finally have direction. But now you need to take a step back and reflect on where you currently are. Because you can't move forward if you don't know where you're starting from. And now you need to ask yourself some questions. Questions like, why am I not there already? Why haven't I achieved these goals? Maybe it's because you haven't been setting ambitious goals. Then you know. You should ask yourself, what have I been doing? What haven't I been doing? What should I be doing to get myself closer to these goals? And there are many more questions that you can ask yourself, but you just need to give yourself some time alone. You, your thoughts, and these questions. Because this will allow you to understand where you are now and who you need to become in order to achieve these goals. Because you need to have a clear understanding of how your life currently is so that it can change for the better. And if you don't do this step properly, the next steps that I'll be talking about won't be as effective. So take a good amount of time to do this step properly because it will be worth it in the end. You now know where you are and where you're heading. So now you need to identify the things that are in your way. What's standing in between you and achieving these goals? And that's where you need to remove the junk. The bad habits, the wrong relationships, the low standards that you have for yourself. Whatever it is, you need to at least reduce it, but ideally eliminate it from your life. Because there's a lot of junk in your life that won't help you be a better person, have a more fulfilling life, and help you achieve your goal. And these things need to go if you truly want to change your life. Now that you have reduced or eliminated the junk in your life, now it's time to add the things that will actually help you on your journey. New habits and routines. And this will look very different to everyone because everyone has different goals. An exercise you can do in order to figure out the habits and routines that you should probably be implementing is taking your stretch goal and breaking it down into smaller and smaller and smaller goals until you reach a point where there's something that you can do daily. Those are the habits and routines that you should be developing because you know if you accomplish those daily goals, those weekly goals, those monthly goals, those yearly goals, eventually you'll reach a point where you actually get to that super ambitious goal. And that's the beauty of stretch goals. You break it down until there is something that you can do. Another exercise that you can do is you can ask yourself, who will I need to become in order to achieve this ambitious goal? What is that person doing? What is he doing on a daily basis? What is he spending most of his time on? This exercise will also help you become the person that you want to be. And that person will be able to accomplish those stretch goals that you set. To start off, I'd recommend doing those exercises and choosing 3 non-negotiable habits or just activities that you do on a daily basis until those 3 things become a habit. And then you can choose 3 more. And that's how you stack all these healthy habits and routines in your life without feeling super overwhelmed. Because I can promise you now, if you tell yourself, from tomorrow I'm going to be doing these 10 new habits, you're not going to be consistent with them because it's just too much. And if you want to learn more about habits, I highly recommend you read the book Atomic Habits. And this is a constant process. And it might not be as fast as you want it to be. But stacking all these healthy habits takes time. But just be patient and it will pay off. But while you're stacking these new habits and routines, something that you should also be doing alongside that is evaluating and adapting. Things change and you realize things as you move towards your goals. So some habits won't be as effective or useful than others. And this is when you should evaluate. Should I carry on doing this habit when I know that this other habit will get me closer to my goal? It's things like this that you should constantly be doing. Constantly adapting to your current situation. Because life changes, our priorities change. So you should always be adapting and changing your strategy. Because that's just the name of the game. Your progress is gonna go like this. That's just how life is. So just adapt your strategy to match your current circumstances. So if you follow these steps, I can guarantee you, your life will change. Maybe not in an instant, but if you stack these small actions, your life will change before the end of the year, even if it's only a tiny bit. But if you continue doing these things until the end of the year and past that, your life will change. Be sure to check the video on the screen now. I'm sure it'll also help you on your journey. Be sure to check it out and I'll see you there.